to Coffee Convo Wednesday. I'm your host, Cindy Simmons. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020, episode 224. And yes, it is the month-long celebration of Halloween in September. Why? Because 2020, y'all. So we're doing things a little differently. We're going to be here for about 15 or 20 minutes. We're going to talk about three things and we're going to give you something fun at the very end. So let's get started with Coffee Convo Wednesday. Well, before we get started, I would love to know what you are drinking right now. Go ahead and comment below and let me know. I'm having a little afternoon coffee in my super cute new Halloween Mickey mug. Look at the handle. Oh my goodness, isn't it cute? And you're thinking, he has a candy corn hat on there. How are you going to drink out of it? Well, I think you know the answer to that. Going to remove said candy corn hat. So I will give you a cheers, 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 cheers. And a little bit about me. So we've been doing this show here for over 4 years now. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, born and raised about 30 minutes away from Disneyland, and now we live in Orlando, Florida, less than 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. We are a family of 5. It's me. It's my husband, Eric, who does all sorts of screen printing and embroidery. He owns a company called My Smart Shirt. You can find him at mysmartshirt.com. Yes, he does PPE stuff too, so masks and hand sanitizers and all that good stuff for your company, your church, your school, whatever. We have 2 daughters, 15 and 7, and then my mama Jane, who also lives with us. She is a 4-time cancer surviving rock star, and it's her birthday tomorrow. So cheers, Mama. I love you. Hope you have a good birthday. My husband is making one of her favorite meals tomorrow. I don't know what the exact name of it, but it has something to do with lots of beef and butter and rice, and she loves it, and it's in the crock pot, and I cannot wait to have it. So radio is really my background. I actually started off when I was going to college. I was interning at the radio station in Los Angeles, Kiss FM, where Ryan Seacrest is now, and then went to Nashville, then went to Atlanta, where Ryan Seacrest coincidentally interned at the radio station there, and then moved to Orlando 3 years ago, and I love it here. I love doing the show every week. Also, I am the host of the new Party City podcast. So wherever you listen to podcasts, you can go to partycity.com or wherever you're listening to your podcast. There's many different outlets, but I would love for you to go to partycity.com. I'm also on the Party City Joy Squad. So anytime you go to partycity.com, you're going to see lots of things that I have done, some projects, some parties that I've decorated, and I love it so much. It is so much fun. I don't know why I have to sing it like Oprah. Ah. So why don't you tell me something interesting about you? I asked you what you're drinking. Maybe you just want to give me a fun fact. Also, feel free to click like, love, the little care button, whatever. And if you would share this all over the place, wherever you can, I would love it if you would share it. And before we get started, I do want to say congratulations to Terry F. from Indiana. Terry from Indiana won the Purdue Farms Specialty Sausages Bundle that we gave away last week on the show. So congratulations, Terry F. in Indiana. We'll be getting that big, yummy bundle with the free chicken wings. Don't forget, it's the whole Labor Day special. I told you about it last week. If you missed it, I'll put it in the comments because there is still time to use my link. It's purduefarms.com/Cindy Simmons and get the specialty sausages bundle, and you get the free Purdue chicken wings with it when you order, which is kind of amazing. And that is for just the Labor Day weekend special. So get on that while you can. I know lots of people did last week, so cheers to you for doing that because it helps out my family too. So thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, before we get started, I just have to tell you something really silly, and it's not even one of the 3 topics, so I'm kind of doing like a bonus. I saw this morning that they announced the Dancing with the Stars cast on Good Morning America, and normally I kind of don't even really care about Dancing with the Stars. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like all of you, you probably watched it a million years ago, and maybe you're still watching it, maybe you're not, maybe you're sometimes watching it, but Carol Baskin is going to be on Dancing with the Stars, and I cannot be any more excited. If you were watching the show back in March, I think at the beginning of quarantine when everyone, it seemed, and their mother was binging Tiger King. OMG. I was totally obsessed. My husband and I could not stop watching that show. It was like a weird, crazy train wreck that I was just like popcorn. Could not get enough. So the fact that Carol Baskin is going to be on Dancing with the Stars, I will start watching it again. That's what I'm doing. Plus there's a Backstreet Boy. Then there is, like, my daughters have this favorite, I think her name's Sky Jackson from the Disney show Jessie. They're like so excited about that. And then, oh, we just started binging Selling Sunset, and one of the girls from there is on. So yeah, normally I'm not so much into Dancing with the Stars, but Carol Baskin is going to be on, and I cannot wait, because that show single-handedly got me through the beginning of quarantine. I'm not even kidding. My husband and I laughed so hard at how over the top it was. So yeah, little things in life that make you happy, right? Is it just me? Is anyone else excited about Carol Baskin? Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Okay, it might just be me. All right, so let's get started here. Topic number 1 on Coffee Convo Wednesday. It's kind of, I have some silly stuff to talk to you about today. It's not really important, but not that it ever is, because this is a space to just have positivity and joy and get a break from the middle of your day and the middle of your week. So how do you feel about candy corn? I'm gonna put my mug down. How do you feel about candy corn? The reason we're talking about this is because we are kicking off the Halloween in September, the month-long celebration. That's what we're doing, Halloween in September, for a couple of reasons. 1, 2020. 2, I love all things Halloween. My birthday is next month. My daughter is turning 8 next month. It's Halloween. Then I feel like it's just gonna go fast from there. That means Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the feels, all the fun holidays that I love so much. So I feel like as soon as September 1st hit, I was like, yes, we are decorating. So I didn't get around to it, but I am going to decorate for Halloween this weekend, and I'm excited about it. But of course, you start seeing the candy corn everywhere. I do not care for it. I don't like it. I think it's disgusting, and I like lots of candy. Candy corn, not one of them. However, my teenage daughter, the teenager, loves it. And Mama Jane, oh my goodness, my mom loves candy corn too. So they get the candy corn, and it's more for the two of them, because I don't want to have anything to do with candy corn. I think it's just disgusting. So I just wanted to ask you, what do you think of candy corn? Is it a yay? Is it a nay? Is it a yum? Is it a bleh? Whatever. Give me an emoji. Give me a yay. Give me a nay. Give me a I love it. I hate it. Whatever you want. Just tell me, because usually you're on one side or the other. Most people feel one side or the other, not kind of like, eh. You usually like, it's disgusting, or oh my goodness, I love it so much. And I am on the bleh, disgusting. So that's topic number 1. Tell me about candy corn and how you feel about candy corn, because I don't care for it. Just don't. All right, topic number 2. I thought several times about talking to you about this, and I thought, is it appropriate? Is it appropriate? And then I thought, you know what? I don't really care, because you all know me, and I've done the show without makeup. I've been very honest about things in my life, as honest as I am able to be about whatever. And so I thought I could ask you this question, and if you don't want to participate in answering, fully respect that. I always say, you got to do you. But I need to know, if you are in a relationship or you are married, what is the, I'm trying to think of how to say this, we'll call it what we call it in our house with our kids. What is the tooting rule in your house? You know, the passing gas rule. Do you, yes, circle of trust here, Terry Ward, thank you for saying that. Circle of trust here. Just us. In your house, in your relationship, do you toot in front of your significant other? Whether it's your husband, your wife, your partner, whoever. The significant other who lives in your house, do you toot in front of them? I need to know. And I will even tell you that in our house, I do not. And most of the time, my awesomely handsome husband, my hubster, he usually complies. Sometimes, once in a while, it happens. And I think it's mostly to mess with the kids. But with us, there is a no tooting policy, an NTP, if you will, a no tooting policy in place. NTP is in place for a reason. I'm not there. However, if there is not an NTP in place in your house, that's okay. What I'm looking for is honesty. And again, if you don't want to participate in the survey, that is totally okay. It is your right as the family member of Convo Wednesday. You don't have to. I'm just really curious, because there are plenty of relationships, plenty of marriages that you do, and then there are plenty that don't. And I've been in relationships before where we did, and I'm not fond of it for me. So now we do not in our relationship, in our marriage. So how do you feel about that? And if you're not in a relationship, just let me know how you feel about that. Would you be okay with it, or no? An NTP in your house, a no tooting policy. I just want to know things that come up in my family that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ask you because I want to know how you feel about it. Okay, and finally, oh my goodness, I meant to bring something and I forgot. So, topic number 3. A few shows ago, do you remember me telling you that I all of a sudden am having a horrific time falling asleep? Like, terrible time. Like, sleep issues up here. And here's the thing, I've always had sleep issues, but something happened. As soon as quarantine started, I was like the quarantine sleeping princess. I was having quarantine sleep like crazy awesome, deep sleep. Oh, quarantine. Shoot. Now, for the last, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, I have not been having good sleep. So I heard a girlfriend of mine, my best friend, Taylor, who lives in Atlanta. She's on the radio there. If you live in Atlanta, you probably have heard her on The Fish. I heard her, she told me the story, and then I heard her doing, because we listen on, Frank. We don't say her name because then she'll go off, but on the device, we call Frank on the show so that none of your devices will go off. But we'll listen to 104.7 The Fish because she's on in the morning there. And she was doing a topic about how there is this sleep app, I guess, that there are celebrities who read bedtime stories on this app. And so she was talking about how Matthew McConaughey is one of the celebrities. And I'm like, nothing against Matthew McConaughey. I mean, I get it. He's handsome. Just not like my kind of handsome. I'm like a Loki, from Avengers and Thor. That's my type of handsome. After my husband, of course. So Matthew McConaughey, while I get it, I do get the Southern, all right. It's a terrible Matthew McConaughey impression. I don't know if he'd be like my number one choice to read me a bedtime story, and I don't even know what the stories are about. So picture, if you will, me sleeping the other night. That's me sleeping, or not sleeping. And I'm like, blink, 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 blink. I cannot sleep. So I was there forever, and I did my prayers, tried to focus on breathing. I tried everything. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that app. So I reach over and I'm trying to reach for my glasses by my bed, pull out my phone, and I know you're not supposed to look at your phone if you can't sleep. It's like the worst thing, right? So I get my phone, I got my glasses on. Now I've got a sleep mask on, so just picture this. Sleep mask, earplugs in, and now I have the glasses. So I take the earplugs out, put them down, have the glasses on, and I'm looking at my phone and I'm gonna download the app. Well, I find out I apparently already have the app on my phone. It's called Calm. I don't know why I have it on my phone. I guess probably from previous times when I couldn't sleep. So now I go to the Calm app and I'm like, okay, Matthew McConaughey, I'm in. I'm going to try. I'm going to try you. So I go to find him. I click on Matthew McConaughey. $69.99. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. No Matthew McConaughey. So I'm still looking. I'm like, oh, Harry Styles. You know, the cute British kid from One Direction. I'm thinking in my head, all right, well, Tom Hiddleston, Loki, isn't on this app. I'd like to hear him read me a bedtime story because he's British. Duh. So Harry Styles is British, right? So I'm thinking, okay, as you close your eyes. So I'm thinking perfect British conversation. I click on him. $69.99. What? That does not make me calm at all. I am not paying $69.99 for an app. That is how much it costs. I'm like, so I downloaded the app some time ago. I didn't use it. I don't know why. But I'm like, I can't listen to anything. It's $69.99. What in the world? So I'm like, that is not going to make me calm. I'm not spending $70 to listen to Harry Styles read me a bedtime story. Now, Loki, maybe? No, I'm just kidding. No. So I start scrolling through because I'm like, all right, most apps that cost money usually have some like free thing in it somewhere. So this one did. Yay, calm. So I go through and there's like free things. So one of them is like meditate. I've never meditated in my life because of my brain is just like, ah. There was like a Sarah Jessica Parker movie. I can't remember what it was called. And she was lying in bed and you could see all the things that she thinks about. That's pretty much me. So I'm like in bed and I'm thinking about, I don't know. Oh, I got to paint my one toenail because the paint chipped off. Like stupid things, the most inane things. That's what I'm thinking about and why I can't go to sleep. It's insane. So I'm like, okay, I can't meditate, but I'll meditate. All right. So I can do this. So I find the free meditate thing. So it's free. So I'm like, okay, now, just so you have the whole like visual, even though you can see me unless you're just listening to this video, I want you to have like a whole visual while I'm telling you the story. So my husband's asleep next to me. We already sleep with a sleep machine that makes like a rain noise. It's not white noise, but it sounds like rain because I find rain very soothing, but apparently not soothing enough to go to sleep. So he's next to me and I have the glasses on. I've taken my earplugs out. My sleep mask is up on my forehead like this. And P.S. it's an obnoxious Minnie Mouse sleep mask. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I'm going to meditate for the first time ever. And I don't know if you're like supposed to can't see my legs, I think, but I don't know because I've never meditated. So I just kind of stretch out. I'm like this. And then I'm like, oh, well, how am I supposed to play this? He's going to hear it. My husband's asleep, although he could sleep through anything. But I'm like, okay, my husband's asleep. I can't play this. Well, and I can't get my headphones because I want to fall asleep, right? So the whole point is that you listen to the meditation, right? And then I want to go to sleep. So now I'm like having another struggle. Well, how am I going to hear this? Because if I have my headphones, I'll go to sleep and then I'll like choke my headphones because I don't have the fancy Bud wireless, whatever they're called ones, AirPods. And so, okay, I can't do that. So then I'm like, I'll just put it here. So I put it like right by my pillow next to my ear. But then I'm like, no, if I roll over, if I go to sleep, because I'm so meditated, is that what it's called? I'm so relaxed from meditating, then it's going to fall over and then it's going to wake me up. So then I put it on the nightstand right here and I turn it up. Well, he starts moving because now you start to hear, welcome to 7 days of meditation. Let's start with your head. And I'm like, okay, so I'm deep breathing now, right? Let's start with your head. And now let's move down to your nose. Deep breath in and deep breath out as we glide down your body to your chin. Let's stay focused on your chin. Now, I don't know. I'm making all this up because clearly I do not, Clearly I would not be a good choice for teaching a meditation class. So there I am trying to meditate while he's sleeping, but he's like stirring and wrestling over there. I'm stressed out that like, why would they charge $69.99 to hear like celebrities read you bedtime stories? I mean, I guess because they have to pay the celebrities, but I'm grateful for this like free app thing. But like, I don't know, I've never meditated before. So it's like, is that how it's supposed to work? So I just put it there and she talked to me and I went all the way down, like from my head to my toes. Pointing my toes, wiggling my fingers. And then it was like, okay, thanks for meditating. Come back tomorrow for part 2. And I'm just there. Okay, so what's supposed to happen now? Super still, focusing on my breathing. And then eventually I fell asleep. I don't know how long it was. I don't know if it was 5 minutes. I don't know if it was 25 minutes, truthfully. I have no idea because I have sleep issues. So I don't know. I mean, I wish I could have timed it. I wish I could have timed it to see how long it took me to fall asleep. But I need some tips, y'all. If you meditate, like, are you supposed to do it before you go to bed? Because to me, if it seems so relaxing, like, and that's what you're supposed to do to go to sleep, to relax, then, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I'm exhausted from that meditation story. I'll tell you that much. All right. So, yeah. Comment below. I don't know. I mean, I've tried everything, and y'all were so great when I talked about this a couple weeks ago, and I got all the suggestions. I have tried everything. I have tried like the whatever ZQL, I think it's called, melatonin, the tea, sleepy time. I mean, I have tried everything, and I know it's full-on stress and anxiety, which that's a whole other episode. I don't know if I ever want to do, because there's like a whole lot to unpack there, but it has just been really stressful, and not just for me. I mean, it's been 8 months, right? No, 9. We're in like month 9 now. Gosh, it feels like month 725 of 2020. I know we are all stressed and having lots of anxiety, and anxiety is not like something I usually deal with. So this is all like foreign to me. So I am trying to figure out the sleep. So keep the suggestions coming. Maybe something will work out. I have really tried literally everything. I mean, it was so bad years ago. I went to a sleep study and they really didn't even have an answer for me. Like, spent the night at a place plugged into things and they didn't have an answer. So I don't know, maybe I'm just destined to not sleep well. But you know what I am destined to do? Give you something for free! Yay! Because presents make me happy. If only I could just give presents in my sleep. That would be so much fun. All right, so I told you, I think a week or 2 ago, that I thought, because of all things Halloween that I love and my birthday, and that it would be really fun to just do Halloween in September. Also because I thought, well, if you win something now, then you'll have it well before Halloween, right? So why not start Halloween in September? And I'm gonna keep it going. Now, I don't know what I'll do in October because I like to do my favorite things for the month of my birthday month. So I might just do some fun things that I love. But for the month of September, I'm gonna do Halloween in September. I went to Disney Springs with my girlfriend Michelle. We grabbed our kids. I had so much fun because I love Disney Springs. And so I like loaded up on all sorts of fun Halloween stuff. Starting with these. Are they not the cutest? It's the Halloween candy Minnie Mouse headband. It's the ear headband with a sequin bow. But here's what I love. See if you can hear this. They're plastic. I love these ears so much, so much. So these are so much fun. And they're just fun whether you are just, it's like all about the fall, y'all. The coffee, the pumpkin spice, the gathering, harvest, like all that fun stuff. So it's really just a fun way to celebrate the colors and the silliness of it. So Halloween in September, every week I'm gonna have some sort of fun theme to give away for you. And if they are tickling your fancy and you would like the pair of Halloween candy Minnie Mouse ear headband, sequin bow ears, all you have to do is type candy and then the name of the state where you're watching Convo Wednesday. It's just a fun gift for you because they had so many fun themed things at Disney Springs. So I thought I would bring back one for each week. And it says sweet and spooky. I don't know if you can see that. Sweet and spooky on the side. So yeah, kind of candy cornish, right? We talked about candy corn at the beginning of the show. Don't like candy corn, but candy and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And then we will pick one winner. We will announce the winner on next week's show, and then also in the comments on this show before next Wednesday. So there you go. Good luck, and hope you get these ears. It's so much fun. All right, thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. I hope you'll follow me on all of the socials. If you go to cindysimmons.com, you can send me an email there. Follow me. You can link over to all of the socials. Oh, and don't forget, you always will get one bonus entry on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, and don't forget, if your name is Cindy Simmons, but on YouTube your name is like Candy Corn 1, tell me what your name is so you can get your bonus entry. If you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe, and then you can go back to Facebook to get your bonus entry there. We will pick one winner for the ears, so good luck. So that's where you can link over by going to cindysimmons.com. And then also, I am on Instagram all the time, so if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at I am Cindy Simmons. Same with TikTok, pretty much everywhere, really. We're on TikTok doing fun videos all of the time. And we're gonna be back at the park soon, and I'm gonna be doing lots of Insta stories, so you'll wanna just stay really close to Instagram because that's where I'll be posting lots of video. So cindysimmons.com, link over there for everything. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. Love you guys so much. Spread joy and kindness like Nutella, and I'll give you a cheers as I say bye.